Now recording.
Yep.
So get the spanner, face it away from the wheel and as low as you can get it. Don't start at 90 degrees because you're just going to smack your knuckles on the floor. Okay, so extend it, clunk on. If it's not on, it will just fly back.
Yeah.
So you definitely know it's on because you go clunk.
Okay.
If it's
Does it act as a brake when it's on?
Yes, it holds it in position. Yeah.
Yep.
So I tend to leave that there, as long as it's not going to clout anything when you're manoeuvring it. The reason I leave that there is a reminder for me that I've left the mover on. Especially if you've used it to get on the back of your car, you don't want to be driving down the road with that.
Has that put both sides on there?
Yes, so it does both sides at the same time. You can do that from either side.
Yeah.
So obviously if you're a bit close to a wall one side, you can get in.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you had to run around and do both sides.
No, so on these now they have a connecting bar that does both.
Oh, that's
okay?
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Next thing we can do, we can, as you said, it's obviously holding it in position, we can take the brake off.
Yeah.
And we just check that as well. Make sure that is clear there.
Oh,
okay,
right,
if that's not clear, obviously the jockey wheel's not steering it, it's following it.
Yeah.
So if it's jammed up there, it's not going. It's just going to drag.
Yeah.
Obviously that's going to not do the wheel any good. Plus, obviously it may not turn where you think it's going to turn, and it could end up being close to something.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing we want is the key. So the key point is inside the battery box, just by the 240 inlet. There's only one way it'll go in. So we put that in. There's with us covering away, and then turn it clockwise. You feel it go click. Then that's now switching power on from your battery to your mover.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next thing, to switch your mover handset on, press 2 green buttons at the same time until you see a green light, and then fingers off. That's it. So we now switch the handset on.
Yeah.
What we've got on there, if you can see, it's got a noise the tractor going past. So we got a rough outline of a caravan on there. Pointy end.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yes. So forward, backwards. 4 corners are turning buttons. That one there operates offside wheel, turns the nose left. That side, near side wheel, turns the nose right. And then as you're looking backwards, it does the same opposite the other side. If you press opposite corners, it will actually operate the 2 opposite movers the opposite way, which more or less pivots it round on its axis. Orange button does nothing on this one. That's
So,
for the auto.
for example, if you press that one, then
Yeah.
I'll get myself in the picture. It'll swing backwards to the left.
So if I'm looking that way, I press that one, it'll go nose left or back left. If I press that side, it'll go nose or back right.
Oh, that's why.
So
So that's why the
why it
arrows
goes-
go.
It's
goes
a
the
bit
opposite way to
vague.
what
It's
you-
a bit vague on that, but
Yeah.
So it's operating this wheel, it's pushing it. Yeah, if you imagine like a wheelchair, if you move that wheel,
Okay, so if I just want to move that, it'll swing the back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will go
yeah,
that
the other
way.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and that will swing the nose that way.
Yeah,
Swing
that's
that.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so if you press that, you press that button there. Oh, so I've got the leg. No, I've got the legs down.
Oh,
I've just
yeah.
remembered. That's one good thing, just to check down the legs down. You may want to get something like this, otherwise you would be using a hand one. If you've got one of these, this type of thing at home, if
I have,
you
yeah.
can get one of these connections,
All right.
which is a three-quarter inch.
Yeah.
Same as the winder handle. Obviously that will put the legs up and down a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Especially when it's raining in this country.
Yeah.
Obviously it's sunny all the time here. So.
Can you buy those in the shop then, or?
Yeah.
You can.
Right.
Oh, right.
So if you again now, right, if you press the forward button there.
That one.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which way.
Well, it doesn't matter which way you hold it, but just
You just
if
need
you're
to know
looking
which
at it,
is-
Yeah, that
especially
way,
when you start
isn't it?
turning it.
Yeah.
So if you just press the forward button, so take your finger off, stops. Okay. Same with the turning buttons. So you turn it nose left or nose right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they are very good. These very good. You try
This
to
is my job.
maneuver it onto it. My wife will not touch that. I'm not touching it. Oh, I'll break it. No, you
Well,
won't.
yeah, it's
Right.
scary.
So as I say, orange button does nothing. So
Right.
that's for the auto version. We've got 2 buttons here. Fast forward, and what looks like a play button. What it is fast forward. We've got speed settings. It defaults to fast forward when you switch it on.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not fast. It's not
That
rapid.
fast.
It's
Yeah.
only walking pace anyway. But you can slow it
Yeah.
down by just pressing that. You see the green light goes in a different position.
Yeah.
If the green light's all the way to that side,
Oh, yeah.
that's the slowest it will go. There's not a huge amount of difference
Yeah.
in it.
So how?
They're
Sorry.
quite sensitive anyway,
Yeah.
so it's not as if it's going to go rushing off without you.
How do you get it to spin on its tail?
So you just press
Opposite ones.
Yeah, so you press opposite, it's pressing. See, that's turning a lot quicker now. It's just operating both at the same time. So that one's going that way, that one's going that way. So it's going to go. Obviously, you've got to be very cautious. Obviously, the handy having one of these obviously is very portable. You can walk around the van,
Yeah.
making sure that back end of the van or the front end of the van is not near to a wall or anything else.
Oh, I see. So it's actually moving when it does that.
Yeah. But what it's doing is pushing that one wheel forward or the other wheel
Yeah.
forward.
God, that's amazing, isn't it? We've got it in the drive then, haven't we?
Yeah, that's. I tend to use mine more for that.
Yeah, we've got to get between two gate posts.
Yeah, well, I've got it down the side of my house and it's quite tight at the beginning of it. It widens out past it, but there it's a bit tight.
Yeah,
I
we've
can
got the same
reverse it
problem.
in.
We've got a big
Yeah.
drive either side, but like a farm gate to get
Yeah,
it through.
Well,
which
I can
fits
reverse
through.
it in because I've done the previous vans, but people parking the opposite side of the road from where I live.
Yeah,
It's so much easier with the mover. You just take the car off. That's it. In
Yeah.
seconds.
yeah. I think we could be using it on the site actually.
Yeah, well, I'm on the side. What I tend to do is, there's always somebody who wants to get past you. You're trying to get onto the pitch. There's always,
Yeah.
oh, I'm in a hurry, I'm in a hurry.
Yeah.
So what I do, I just reverse it on as close as I can.
Yeah,
Which I can get a spot on if I wanted to. But if anyone's rush, you just
yeah. I'm rubbish.
on the sofa, unhook it, get the car out of the way.
Yeah.
You then use the mover, just get into the right position.
Oh,
Yeah.
To the
brilliant.
peg
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever else.
Yeah.
And getting it in, because we live on a bend.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, so
Which
that's
is
a bit more
nightmare.
tricky.
It's a bit,
Yes.
bit of a nightmare.
Depending on how
getting
busy
in
a
there.
road it is.
Yeah.
But even a
It can be
It can
busy,
be
yeah.
busy.
And it's a
even
narrow
the
country
quietest of
lane
roads
as
can
well.
all of a sudden
Yeah.
be busy when you're trying to get the van into
Yeah.
into
Damn
your
bus.
You can
or
guarantee
something.
that the bus
Yeah.
will come along as you're trying to get it in.
guaranteed, yeah. So they'll just have to wait.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you imagine now we just use the mover to get onto the pitch. Okay.
Yeah.
First things first. Handbrake on. Because we do not want that to be rolling off if we
No.
take that mover off. If we take
Yeah.
the mover off and we haven't got the handbrake on, you're on a slope. Trying to stop this is not going to be fun at all.
Yeah.
Okay, and you may get hurt. So always handbrake on, then take mover off. Don't leave mover on it. Some people leave, oh, that's extra security. No, it isn't. It could damage the tyre. Similar to a trailer, you have a trailer sitting for a period of time, it flats the tyre.
Yeah.
If you've got a mover on it as well, that's putting pressure on the tyre. You can end up with a 50p piece going down the road.
Yeah.
So once you've used your mover, take it off. Okay?
Yeah.
Then also turn the key out as well.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay? Yeah, it's quite easy to forget. I've done it myself. If you come to it next time and that's been left switched on, you come to your handset, switch it on, nothing's happening. What they're like is that the mover control box has gone to sleep. So you just take the key out, give it a few seconds, put it back in, it should reset,
Oh, that's
and away it
That's
goes.
good to know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so don't forget that. Some people tie it into there.
I was going to say, when
Yeah, it's got a
it's got a little,
yeah, it's got a little hole there, so you can tie there. So don't lose that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
other thing is that handset. Do not put it on the A-frame. Do not put it on the car roof.
No.
Because that will go. And the HGV file on you is going to be obviously flatten it to the road.
Yeah.
So just be very careful where you leave that. What you could do, sometimes I'll put it onto the car seat.
Yeah.
It's another reminder. So I'm jumping in. Better just check.
Yeah.
Have a walk round. Make sure that everything's disconnected. Obviously, you do similar with your motorhome anyway. But
Yeah.
just make sure that mover is off. Obviously, it's still on at the moment. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Right. So obviously you've got your step.
What the hell it was?
Taking the mover off, exactly the same. Obviously, apart from the slightly different weight.
So how do you take it off?
So it's,
Yeah.
if you want to try that, because just keep hold of it because it's got a bit of a spring. Don't put your foot in line with it because if it does go,
Yeah.
so extend it.
Oh, it's down.
Yeah, extend. That's it. Look,
crikey.
see that? Yeah. So if you had your foot there, it will hurt. If
Well,
yeah, it has got. That's what I'm saying. Be careful.
just put it
You put it on now.
Yeah.
It does take a bit of spring. If it's not clumped on,
Yeah.
it will fly back. Okay.
God, knock your teeth out.
Yeah. Well, I had it very close to my nose once, and it went.
So you can knock your
Yeah.
teeth out.
So just be very careful. But if you imagine, if you just take the spanner off and just put it in a different position, as in like 90 degrees to the floor.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fumbling
Obviously,
around. Yeah.
that's where you wouldn't want to start it. But if you try and put it on from there now, all you're going to do is just hit your
Oh,
fingers
yeah,
on the
gosh,
floor.
yeah. I'm not gonna do
yeah?
it, but
And
yeah,
there's
I'll
no
take
way that's going to click on. It'll just
Yeah.
come flying back again. So always put it as low as you can, pointing
Yeah.
forward, then it should click on. All right?
Yeah, yeah. Good.
All right.